Please be seated. Regent Tanaka, Regent Bender, Vice Presidents Kaleo and Johnsrud, special guests, members of the faculty, members of the graduating class, parents, family members, friends, and guests. Good evening. Aloha. Aloha. I'm Dr. Gene Awakuni, Chancellor here at the University of Hawaii, West Oahu, and I'm pleased to welcome you to the Fall 2005 University of Hawaii, West Oahu Commencement. Today, one chapter in all our lives closes and another, even more exciting one begins. Since this is a special occasion for our graduates and families, I ask that you turn off your cell phones and pagers so that the graduates can enjoy an uninterrupted ceremony. Ms. Jill Koide, a UHWO alumna, will now lead us in the singing of the Star Spangled Banner, followed by Hawaii Pono'i. Please stand.
Oh, say can we see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hawaii Pono'i, Nanai Komoi, Kalani Ali, Keali, Makualani e Kameha, Reha e Nakawa e Pale, Mekaie, Makualani e Kameha, Reha e Nakawa e Pale, Mekaie.
Thank you, Jill. Now we'll have the Oli by Kathleen Lilinoy Lindsay. Thank you, Kathleen. You may be seated. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce the platform party. Will each person please rise as your name is called and remain standing? And will the audience please withhold your applause until all are recognized? Mr. Alvin Tanaka, Vice Chairperson of the Board of Regents. Dr. Byron Bender, Member of the Board of Regents. Dr. Linda Johnsrud, Interim Vice President for Academic Planning and Policy. Mr. Sam Kaleo, Vice President for Administration, University of Hawaii System. Ms. Courtney Hartnett, our student speaker. Dr. Stan Orr, filling in for Chair of Humanities Division. Dr. Lynn Hodgson, Chair of Social Sciences Division. Dr. Roland Stiller, Chair of Professional Studies. And Dr. Michael Hallstone, Vice Chair of UH West Oahu's Faculty Senate. Thank you. You can applaud. Please be seated. I'm especially grateful to Regents Tanaka and Bender and Vice Presidents Kaleo and Johnsrud for including UH West Oahu in their busy schedule. And I know for many of you who had to fight the traffic through Pearl City to get here, we also appreciate that you made the effort to come to this celebration this evening. I ask that Regent Tanaka say a few words of greeting to the graduates.
Good evening. Regent Bender, Chancellor Awakuni, Vice Presidents Kaleo and Johnsrud, members of the administration, graduates, faculty, family, and friends, welcome to the Fall 2005 Commencement Ceremony of the University of Hawaii, West Oahu. As members of the Board of Regents, we all realize that UH West Oahu plays a special role within our University of Hawaii system. As our only two-year upper division campus, it has a history of attracting a somewhat unique student population as compared to our other campuses. Many of you decided to enter and complete your education at UH West Oahu later in life, and thus bring a wealth of life experiences to add to your educational journey. A lot of you are already in the workforce, and many of you have family obligations requiring exacting time management skills as you pursued your goal. I remember that one of the most stressful times in my life was working full-time and attending evening classes at Manoa in pursuit of my graduate degree. Every weekend, you spend studying and writing papers, right? I understand why your commencement today represents a very special achievement for you. Despite the many personal sacrifices, you persevered and attained your goal. I congratulate all of you for your fortitude and determination. Today, you represent one of UH West Oahu's largest graduating classes with nearly 140 graduates. Your tough journey to fulfill your dream of a college degree is finally here. In a few minutes, you will receive your degrees and feel the pride of your accomplishment. When you leave, you'll be taking a little bit of UH West Oahu with you. I think back, and I want to say when some of us, Regents, first visited your campus 2 years ago, we were greeted with a rally. The theme of the rally was Save West Oahu. Well, over the past year and a half, the Save West Oahu rally was taken to heart, and the leadership team headed by then Acting Chancellor Linda Johnsrud presented to the board a unique plan to develop a new UH West Oahu campus. With the board approval of this public-private partnership, and with the stewardship of your new Chancellor, Gina Wakumi, who is piloting us through the challenges and hurdles in this venture, we hope that you will be able to visit a new UH West Oahu campus in a few years. Also, as you leave tonight, remember to take a moment to express appreciation to those who have helped you in the journey. They include your family and friends, the many faculty and staff who have dedicated their professional lives to ensure you the opportunity to earn this college degree. On behalf of the Board of Regents, I congratulate each and every one of you and offer you our warmest, best wishes and a bright and fulfilling future. Chancellor Aokuni, Regent Bender, I congratulate you and your UH West Oahu Ohana for presenting to the community this fine group of graduates. Mahalo.
Thank you, Regent Tanaka. Vice President Linda Johnswood is representing Interim President David McLean at today's ceremony. We're pleased that Vice President Johnswood is with us and invited her to extend some words of greeting representing the University of Hawaii system.
On behalf of President McLean, Vice President Kaleho, and the members of the system administration, to the class of fall 2005, congratulations. Graduates, we know that each of you worked hard to complete your program at UH West Oahu. You committed valuable time and effort to think, to learn, to grow, and to achieve graduation. Many of you were also employed, some of you at multiple jobs. Many of you have family responsibilities as well. We commend and salute you for your personal motivation and perseverance. But as Regent Tanaka has just said, most of us, however, accomplish very little alone. Let's not forget the support and encouragement you received along the way, the support you received from parents, spouses, children, sisters, brothers, other relatives, significant others. And certainly, many of them are here with us this evening. And just as importantly, let's not forget the faculty and staff at UH West Oahu who helped you accomplish your goals. So, members of the graduating class of fall 2005, please join me in thanking and applauding the members of the audience who helped you achieve the success we celebrate tonight. Please stand and give them a round of applause.
Thank you, Linda. Now, we have some special guests with us, and I will introduce them at this time. We have the former Chancellor of UH West Oahu with us, who has done a lot for the establishment of the reputation of this fine campus, Dr. Bill Pierman. Also joining us and a longtime supporter of the campus, Senator Brian Cano. Again, another strong supporter of ours, Representative Mark Moses. We have returning Professor Emeritus Henry Chapin. And representing the Alumni Association, Nancy Richards. Thank you all for being here and sharing in this celebration with us this evening. Dr. Mobley, our Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, will now recognize the honor students.
Will those students who are graduating with honors and wearing a gold tassel please rise? Based on a 4.0 scale, these candidates have earned a grade point average of 3.75 and have passed at least 45 credits here at West Oahu. You will find the names of these outstanding students asterisked in your program. In addition, the graduate class includes several members who are selected for Psi Chi, which is the National Psychology Honorary Society. Will the Psi Chi students please also rise? Okay. Thank you all. You may be seated.
Now I'm going to introduce to you our student speaker. I'm pleased to present her to you this evening, Ms. Courtney Hartnell. We told Courtney that we will try not to excite her because she happens to be high and almost 9 months pregnant. So, Courtney.
Thank you, Chancellor Awakuni. On behalf of all graduates, I would like to welcome the regents, faculty, special guests, family, and friends. It has taken me almost 10 years to get to this day. After graduating high school in 1996, I attended the University of Illinois at Chicago as an architecture major. 3 semesters later, I realized that architecture was not my forte and dropped out, not knowing what I wanted to do. I found a full-time job making good money for a 19-year-old, and at that point, my family was convinced that I would never return to school. About a year later, I decided to get back and finish what I had started. I enrolled at the local community college, and after 2 years of evening classes, I received my associate's degree. Meanwhile, I continued working at the same job, taking on more responsibilities and advancing in the company. Some 3 years later, my boss and mentor encouraged me to return to school and get my bachelor's degree. He told me that I was intelligent, had good common sense, and a great ability to learn, but without that degree, I would never be able to advance to the level that I deserved. I considered what he said, but also thought that school would be impossible, considering I had other responsibilities to worry about now. Nevertheless, I decided to do it and enroll with the University of Phoenix's online program. While taking one class at a time, I continued working, often putting in 12 to 14-hour days. After 4 courses with them, I became discouraged at the amount of time it would take me to finish with the pace that I was going. Fortunately, I got married, moved here because of my husband's Army orders, and did not have to work. So I dropped out of that program, and that is how I ended up at West Oahu. In the last 2 years while attending class, I've worked in the business office. I may look familiar to some of you since I was the one that took your money at the window. I survived my husband's year-long deployment to Afghanistan, and as Chancellor Awakuni said, I've most recently become pregnant and am due to have our first child any day now. Most importantly, I've learned so much from everyone around me, not only academically, but also culturally. You see, I come from the Midwest, and you can ask any of my coworkers in the business office. I was, and probably still am, as holly as we come. So by now, you're probably all thinking to yourselves, that is a nice story, but what is her point? Well, my point is, you can achieve anything you put your mind to. My road to graduation has been long and winding, but I was determined to make it, and can finally say that I have. I am not the only West Oahu student with this sort of story either. West Oahu is known for their unconventional students, people like me who have started and stopped and started again, or are just trying to make it through their last semester while in their 9th month of pregnancy. They are working adults trying to balance their full-time jobs with their presentations, papers, and finals, and they are moms and dads balancing their child's homework with their own. Just last week, I had the pleasure of meeting one of my fellow graduates. She turned 82 in July and graduates today with her bachelor's degree. She told me how she returned to school in her 50s, and since then, there have been many times along the way that she wanted to quit, but found the strength to strive on. She said that she is now motivated to do anything she wants. After hearing her story, I was amazed and somewhat embarrassed that I thought my story was as worthy as hers. She is living proof that you can achieve anything you want. In closing, I challenge all of you to reach for your dreams and accomplish your goals, no matter how big or small. I stand before you with the rest of my graduating class as proof that it can be done no matter what your circumstances are. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. Appreciate that. Now we have Dr. Michael Hallstone, who is Vice Chair of the University of Hawaii West Oahu Faculty Senate, who's going to bring words of greeting on behalf of the faculty.
Thank you, Dr. Awakuni. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to offer our congratulations to all of you. It's always a pleasure to see and look at the faces of so many that we've spent time in office hours. And to continue the theme, it is really true, as all of you folks know, how hard these people work to balance many commitments. So on behalf of the faculty, we offer you our congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Holstone. Well, this is my second commencement speech, and I've been here about 9 months, so I'm still new to West Oahu. But what's really been amazing to me is how impressive our students and graduates are, graduates to be, because you're not officially there yet, but it soon will happen, I can guarantee it. And these funny hats are for a reason, you know. I mean, this uniforms that you wear is symbol of the achievement as you enter to the family of scholars that have come before you. Congratulations again, graduates to be. I will be addressing these remarks to you, but I will be looking in this direction, so forgive me for that. Although I'm sure you've many other goals, you deserve this special moment of recognition for all the hard work you put in. But I also want you to remember that although this may appear like the end of an extremely long and arduous journey, it is simply the beginning of a new phase of your life. I hope what I share with you this evening will be of value as you continue to make your way in the world. And don't worry, I'm fully aware that you want this ceremony to be over soon so you can get the lays and the well wishes from family and friends you so richly deserve. I'm going to talk about something a little different from what you usually hear at commencement ceremonies. I'm sure you've been told that the learning is a lifelong process, and this is simply one more milestone that you've achieved. But more than the individual gains that a university educations provide, like the thinking, computational, and communication skills you've acquired, what you now have accomplished can benefit the community in immeasurable ways. Whether you realize it or not, whether you like it or not, you've become a role model, someone who can make a difference in the lives of our young folks, not only in the Leeward and Central Oahu areas, but anywhere that you choose to settle. The need is great, no matter where you go in the country. The dropout rates everywhere continue to go up. Meth use is at an epidemic level, and crimes related to drug use is rising quickly too. And we keep building more prisons than schools. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up in Palolo Valley a long time ago, the only role models I had were the ones who were doing kind of the bad stuff. No one went to college in my neighborhood. I come from a family where no one from my parents' generation had gone to college either. In fact, neither of my parents went beyond the 8th grade. My mother was a seamstress for over 30 years, and my dad worked in construction for almost 40 years as a mason. Growing up, I was a Kaloi kid, a rebellious kid. The usual kind of stuff, suspended from school for cutting class and gambling and fighting. I did not spend a lot of time in school. My pigeon was so thick. Hasn't gone away yet. My teachers would tell me they couldn't understand what I was saying. They thought I was speaking a foreign language. I'm not proud of everything I did back then, but that's who I was. After high school, and by the way, I barely made it through. In fact, my brother had to pick up my diploma because I had so many detention hours. I worked in construction for a while, got tired of that, went into the Marine Corps and served in Vietnam. And later I drove a cement truck, worked as an airline ticket agent, a house mover, produce clerk in a large supermarket. What got me started on the higher ed path was this place right here. I was tired of minimum wages, so I started at Leeward and eventually got to Manoa and then went on to obtain my doctorate from Harvard University. Only because of the help of mentors who saw something in me that I didn't see in myself was I able to get on the right path. So my own life story is a prime example of what happens when no one is around to provide guidance and direction, and then when people do care enough to spend the time to involve themselves as they did in my life, things can definitely turn around. This is where you come in. You have the ability, the power, like the mentors in my life, to make a difference in a young person's life. Yes, I know many of you have made it here despite having to cope with tremendous adversity without help from many other people. Many of you have overcome huge obstacles on the strength of your tenacity and belief in yourself. That's good. My challenge to you is beyond striving to achieve success in your job, beyond making a good living for yourself and your family, please show your compassion, your love for the kids coming along who need a role model, someone they can look up to, someone who has beaten the odds and made it out of the neighborhood and gone on to achieve a college degree. You know, it used to be in old days in Hawaii, wealth was not measured by the number of possessions you accumulated, but the number of people you helped. Go forward, and no matter what else you do, involve yourself in your community and be a role model. The support of our kids so desperately need you. Also, as you strive for success, remember to practice acts of kindness, even with people you don't know. This too is important for us to combat the alienation and estrangement occurring in society today. For as one of our elders said, only when strangers are treated as neighbors will our communities be reinvigorated. Community building, reaching across cultural, social, and economic boundaries can occur anywhere and at any time. One day when I was a vice president at Columbia University in New York, where I oversaw a division of about 500 people, I was walking across a campus and stopped to watch a groundskeeper who was steam cleaning the famous fountains at Columbia. As I stood there watching him for a few minutes, I marveled at how meticulous and thorough he was. After a while, he noticed me and came over, took off his mask and gloves, extended his hand and said with a slight Spanish accent, "Hi, my name is Miguel Felix." I told him how impressed I was with his work, and he said with obvious pride, "Hey, if you like that, you should go see what I did down on the walkway next to Butler Library." He encouraged me to go take a look. So I did, and sure enough, his work there was extraordinary. He had taken all the moss and mildew off of the sidewalk that used to cause major slip and fall accidents, especially during the winter. A few days later, I'm walking across campus again, and Miguel comes racing over to me, calling my name. I stop and we chat. I told him how impressed I was with his work, and then he tells me, "Gene, this is not all I do. I'm an artist and a stand-up comic, and I write comedy for a Spanish language TV station." I nodded my head, but of course, I was a little bit skeptical. But he said, "You know what? In fact, I'm performing down in Midtown, and come see me. I'll give you some tickets." So I did that, and you know what? This guy was amazingly funny. This groundskeeper at Columbia had the audience in stitches. As our friendship grew, he'd bring his artwork to my office. I learned that he worked at Columbia, yes, because it helped support his family, but also, perhaps most importantly, because he could take art classes for free. Art was his passion. Eventually, I encouraged him to display his work and helped to sponsor the first ever staff art show, which Miguel organized. It was a huge success, and he made quite a bit of money selling his work. I say all of this because every day of our lives, we walk or drive by people with our own sort of tunnel vision, not thinking about all that might be going on in their lives. Yes, I know you and we have a lot going on in our lives. But sometimes making connections with people can be transformational, as it was for me. From groundskeepers to CEOs, everyone has a story, and every story matters. Believe me, people will respond to your efforts to connect as human beings and to your acts of kindness in ways you least suspect. A while back, my wife at the time and I were putting gas in our car at a service station down the street where we lived in Long Beach, California. There was a guy there with a squeegee, and if you ever lived in California, you've probably seen those squeegee guys around. He ran over to my car, and before I could say anything, he started cleaning my windows. We started talking for a bit, and I found out that he was a Vietnam vet like me, had been married, fell on some hard times, and lost his job and everything else. When he was done, I reached in my pocket, and at the last minute, instead of giving him $1 as I had intended, I pulled out a $5 bill and gave him that instead. My wife, as you might imagine, was not really thrilled and happy by that. But I said to her that he seemed like a nice guy, and he obviously could use the money. The next week, we were at the same gas station, and the same fellow comes running across the lot to us. My wife is saying to me, "He's coming, don't look." Well, he starts to clean my windows as he had done before, as I'm pumping the gas. I get done, reach in my pocket, this time for $1. But he waves me off and he says, no, don't worry about it. You gave me enough last time. This time it's on me. People will surprise you. Never underestimate the good in others. Some folks may be down on their luck, may be experiencing hard times, but they still have their dignity and their self-respect. I believe we need to get people to understand that skin color or one's station in life should not define the way we treat others or the way others treat us. Remember again that everyone has a story and every story matters. If we can get people to understand and accept each other as neighbors and friends, we'd be in a much better shape of becoming a more civil, respectful, and supportive society. As Martin Luther King said a few decades ago, we may all have come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. We need to turn the collection of houses we call subdivisions into caring neighborhoods with a common spirit and a common purpose. I believe our very survival depends on it. Graduates, you can help us. Your challenge as role models and change agents is to determine how you can make a difference in your community, how you can make all of our kids believe that college is for them too, how you can turn strangers into friends, how you can make people take care of each other the way they used to. This is a task I know that is formidable, but I know you can do it. After all, you soon will be a University of Hawaii West Oahu graduate, and there's no one better prepared to take on these daunting challenges. I wish you new insights, new understandings every day, and joy and prosperity throughout your life. You deserve it. Thank you very much. Before we begin the conferring of degrees, I just want to mention that we've made a special effort to try to get the real diploma in the hands of our students this evening. And we believe it's the first time that this is occurring. We know at West Oahu and perhaps throughout the University of Hawaii system. And I believe it's important because this is such an important milestone in our graduates' life that we want them to see and you to see. Just like when I got my degree at Harvard, as soon as I got off the stage, my mother whipped that degree out of my hand just to make sure it was real. So we want to make sure that you can really fully appreciate the accomplishments that you have earned this evening. Now, I apologize to the neighbor island students because the 10 graduates who are with us tonight, because we're on a little slightly different grading schedule. So you'll get your degrees, but it'll be early next week. In any case, what we'll do is to work to get all of our students their degrees when they cross the stage for commencement. So with that, let me now turn back to Dr. Joe Mobley.
Thank you, Chancellor Awakuni. We now proceed to the best part, the awarding of academic degrees and certificates to the graduates. Will all the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences, the Bachelor of Arts in Humanities, the Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, the Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration, as well as the students who are candidates for a certificate, please rise. Chancellor Awakuni, it gives me great pleasure to present to you these candidates. They have completed the prescribed courses of study and are recommended by the faculty for the award of the appropriate degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents in the state of Hawaii, I hereby confer upon you the degrees and certificates to which you are entitled. Thank you. You can clap. That's it. First time there wasn't cheers and whistles when we did that. Okay, let's see. Now, I think you remain standing, is that right? Oh, you may be seated. Okay.
Will all the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Humanities please rise and come forward? Christine Brown, History. Stephen Butcher, Literature. Diana Carter, Literature. Colin Chun, History. Lloyd Eoli, History. Kenyatta Kelichi, Literature. Kimiyo Kobayashi, Philosophy. Susan Naone, History. Jason Rivers, History. Carol Rosa, Hawaiian Pacific Studies. Amy Schmeck, Literature. Angela Soule, Literature.
You may be seated.
Dr. Lynn Hodgson will now present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Social Sciences.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences please rise and come forward? Matt Abe, Economics. Deborah Amaral, Psychology. Deborah Badua, Psychology. Robert Ball, Sociology. Amanda Carter, Psychology. Josie Lynn Cox, Psychology. Kelly Dill, Psychology. Levita Domingo, Psychology. Michelle Eliana, Political Science. And Anthropology. Nicole Hubbard, Psychology. Dana Lynn Issa, Psychology. Christina Lima, Sociology. Tamafai Louis, Psychology. Joylyn Maglente, Applied Track. Heather Miles, Psychology. Leah Miranda, Psychology. Shara Muraoka, Psychology. She's got a sign. Gwendolyn Nelson, Psychology. Jensen Oliver, Psychology. Malia Oyama, Psychology. Michelle Peters, Psychology and Sociology. Susan Robbins, Psychology. Cassandra Rotan, Psychology. Sonia Salazar, Psychology. Misty Leigh Sau, Psychology. Bert Shibuya, Sociology. Jennifer Tanaka, Applied Track. And Ed Ubante, Political Science. Maria Ueoka, Psychology. Mindy Vanderloo, Psychology. Tamara Ward, Sociology. Billy Mata Willis, Psychology. Angie Wilson, Sociology. You may be seated.
Dr. Roland Stiller will now present the candidates for Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration.
Will all the students who are candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration and all the students who are candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration please rise. Congratulations. Will the candidates for the Bachelor in Business Administration please come forward? Alison Bean, Business Administration. Anila Camacho, Accounting. Richard Cornell, Business Administration. Johanna Couson, Business Administration. May Diaz, Business Administration. Corinne Dumont, Accounting. Melanie Eckert, Business Administration. Phoebe Eugenio, Accounting. Phoebe Grace Eugenio, Accounting. Eileen Farragan, Accounting. Horaza Fernandez, Business Administration. Courtney Hartnett, Accounting. Gerald Henderson, Business Administration. Sile Ipalari, Accounting. Mark Ishikawa, Business Administration. Jennifer Kamahua Rodriguez, Business Administration. Susan Kanor, Accounting. Evangeline Kennedy, Accounting. Leanne Lyons, Business Administration. Mary Alice Masuda, Accounting. Many of these students here that are graduating on this campus for the first time, they are distance education students, so it's the first time that I also meet them in person, so I really take pleasure in shaking their hand and congratulating them for their very special efforts. Congratulations. Cheryl Matthews, Business Administration. Marby Morgan, Accounting. Alan Muniz, Business Administration. Lloyd Pagajuan, Business Administration. Chandra Raposa, Business Administration. Kevin Resendez, Business Administration. Julie Sebastian, Accounting. Tammy Tang, Accounting. Dan Velasquez, General Business Administration. Desiree Wakuda, Accounting. Helen Barsi, Justice Administration. With the students in Business Administration, first congratulations, please be seated. The students in Public Administration, please come forward. Stacy Bergman, Justice Administration. Michelle Bowerman, Public Administration. Susan Gray Ellis, Public Administration. Maria Elena Lau, Justice Administration. Congratulations. Bennett Nakamura, Public Administration. Judmar Pascal, Justice Administration. Landon Patigayon, Justice Administration. Ryan Ramiro, Public Administration. Kristen Scharfenstein, Public Administration. Dana Sweet, Justice Administration. Lynette Takehiro, Public Administration. Natasha Talley, Public Administration. Ian Williams, Justice Administration. Ryan Yamaato, Justice Administration. Will the students and graduates and public administration please be seated? Congratulations.
Before Dr. Mobley comes back and takes over, you all got the right diploma, right? You got your name, you looked. Just kidding. I want to thank all of the staff and faculty who worked really hard to get the grades in, and the staff who worked overtime, especially Terry, our registrar, and Gino Sumi, who made sure that we got this diplomas and then rehearsed so we got it in order. So thank you all very much, and thank you all graduates for being patient with us. Now let me turn it over to Dr. Mobley.
It's not over quite yet. Will all the members of the UH West Oahu Fall 2005 class please rise? As a symbol of your transition from candidates for a degree or certificate to holder of a degree or certificate, will you move the tassel on your mortar from right to left? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the University of Hawaii West Oahu's Fall 2005 class. You may be seated. Ms. Nancy Richards from the UH West Oahu Alumni Association will present the Alumni Graduate Scholarship Award and say a few words to the graduating class.
I'll be as brief as possible. To the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, the Regents, the professors, the graduates, the special guests, and family and friends. It is an honor to be here on behalf of the Alumni Association. However, I'm really thrilled to be here on behalf of one of the particular graduates that I've been able to watch grow as a person and as a graduate. But I am here on behalf of the University of Hawaii West Oahu Alumni Association. Today, you become alumni. The Alumni Association was formed to promote our campus and the community. Like many of you, I have special memories and friendships from West Oahu.
Being a member allows us the opportunity to support our school after we leave. You will receive a newsletter announcing activities and campus events. One important function is to raise funds for the annual graduate scholarship. Once a member, we encourage you to apply for the Graduate Study Scholarship Award. I am a very proud 1997 graduate of West Oahu and a past recipient of the Graduate Award. It has played a role to advance my professional career and brings more credibility to my profession and organization. So I encourage you to become participating members of the Alumni Association, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Nancy. Let me invite everyone to a reception in the courtyard on the Eva side of the theater. It's sponsored by the UH West Oahu Student Government Association and with assistance from the Psychology Club. Our thanks to all who contributed, to those who planned and volunteered at the commencement. Special thanks to Leeward Community College for their assistance, and to the Student Government Association, UH West Oahu Alumni Association, and the UH West Oahu staff. You will be able to view today's commencement ceremony online via the internet by early next week. Now we're all pow. This is it. We're done. Okay? We did it all. So, one more big round of applause for the graduates. Let me ask the audience to remain seated until all of the people on stage have exited the theater. Aloha to all. Thank you all for coming. Congratulations, graduates. We're very proud of you.